What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, and we are back with another video. Let's start this video off with this. Let me share my screen. Omi and a Hellcat's girlfriend, Mimi, broke up with him while he's in the feds after finding out he cheated. He's offering her over $18 million, 8 properties, and 100% of his company to take him back. She can also fine him $10,000 for every time he gets on IG. She reportedly refusing to sign this contract. Now, that's one. Let's go to the next one. Omi responds to the backlash after offering his girlfriend close to $25 million in assets, including 3 nightclubs, his company of $18 million. Money isn't everything. I'd rather have true love. Look at what he says here. Just look at what he says. Social media got you guys fooled. Real love and family is everything. When I was broke, I was at my happiest. Having money overcomplicates everything. You can buy things, but you will still have a void in your heart. I am speaking from experience. And when you're of age, you will all then understand what true happiness is. This is people with less money that are richer than me. He said there are people with less money who are richer than me. You see why? And I will place the link to part 1, where I talked about whoremongering destroys men. I will post part 1 in the description box. Make sure y'all get down in the description box and click part 1 and make sure y'all check out that stream. Omi and the Hellcat is the proof that whoremongering destroys men. What can lead to you becoming a whoremonger? Not just lust when it comes to sex, but your lust for money and fame and status. All of those things can lead to you becoming a whoremonger. And Omi is willing to give everything, give back all his worldly possessions, give it all to his wife, give it away, as long as he can have her. You see, you see what I'm talking about, brothers? I'm not casting judgment on anyone, because I'm also speaking to myself and about myself. We have to be honest with this stuff. This stuff destroys men. Most men with money, with status, and all of this stuff that Omi just was talking about in his Instagram post, he said people with less than that, less than all of that stuff, because he has all of that stuff, are richer than him, because they don't have the void in his heart that he has. You see why I say this is a spiritual warfare, fellas? It's not to pass judgment on dudes and to call dudes out about nothing. For what? Our lives is the proof of it. Even my own. You wonder why dudes got all of this money, but they can't keep a connection to their woman. They don't even want to be around her like that. Unless she's doing something specifically for him. Or she always find out that you was cheating. And you thought you could hide it with your money. Fellas, you ever heard when they say a woman knows? It's the energy, bro. We thinking with our brains, so we use material shit to try to hide it. The money, try to, keep the girl away and use other phones and, switch up Instagrams and Facebook pages and, because we thinking logically. When we not even paying attention that she paying attention to our energy changing. She paying attention to us overcompensating with certain shit all of a sudden. See, we not paying attention to that. We don't know how long Mimi knew that Omi cheated on her. We don't know. She could have played it off all this time. We don't know this. We don't know this because it's not being mentioned on how she found out. But look, now Omi is begging and pleading for his wife because he wants his family, because he understands that without family, he's nothing. He's only Omi and a Hellcat to the world. This is why I did the stream. We're not worldly men. We got to stop being worldly men because this is what's destroying us. We're actually God's men. We're not gangsters. We're revolutionaries. We're God's men. And whoremongering is something that destroys God's men. The men who's from God. It destroys us. Because it destroys our families. It destroys our reputation. You see? So yeah, guess what? He might could give away all of this stuff and we should say Mimi should forgive him, but at the end of the day, he'll never get the respect of her again. She'll never look at him the same. Her family will never look at him the same. His children won't never look at him the same. None of this stuff. This is why I said it destroys men. Now his leadership is going to be looked at as dysfunctional. Everything he ever done is going to be questioned. Fellas, we can't keep putting ourselves in this position and then trying to blame someone else or think somebody got to give us a pass for it or think, nah, bro. See, because when stuff like this hit home, the world don't matter because the world cannot fix this. The world cannot fix this. The world is not going to be here to help and to motivate you and to tell you to keep going when things like this happens. Whoremongering destroys men. Ask Omi. Omi is willing to give it all back just to prove that he'll never do it again. But he's built this woman up to make her believe that he would have never done it. And it is because he did all the work that he was supposed to do except the work on himself, the internal work. And the proof of it is what he said in the Instagram post. He said out of his mouth that he had a void in his heart. That's why I say we got to heal before we build. He built. Y'all saw how much he's offering Mimi. A nightclub, 8 properties, $25 million in assets altogether. She doesn't even want it. She hasn't even signed the contract. Because none of that stuff can amount to the level of pain and hurt that she's going through. And Omi knows this. So could you imagine how it's hurting him? And he's sitting in prison. This is a big lesson, fellas, we need to pay attention to. This is a huge lesson. He's sitting in prison and have to deal with this level of pain. He can't be at home to comfort his children, nothing. Whoremongering destroys men. Get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think, man. Shout out to all the visionaries. Make sure y'all support the channel. The links is going across the screen. We are going up, further up for 2024. Shout out to all the visionaries. Salute, salute, salute. DS1 Raw, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Peace.